Hello everybody, and what is going on? So today I thought it would be a good idea to do a thrift haul video, simply because I haven't done one in a while. I've sort of like neglected the latest pickup videos because I haven't been doing a lot of picking up basically. But the other day I just went on a mad one. I just went into like as many charity shops, as many thrift stores as possible, and I came up with a good haul. We got quite a few interesting and vintage pickups, which is definitely worthy of a haul video. But before I start the thrift haul video, I just want to give a quick shout out to Beanie Culture. I don't know how to say the name, I've only seen the word written, but these guys sent me this hoodie. Absolutely love this hoodie. I saw the front of the hoodie and I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. But then I saw the back of this hoodie and I instantly fell in love with it. So let me just show you that quick. I mean, look at that. Yeah, bruv. So big massive shout out to them guys. If you want to check out their stuff, then I'll leave a link in the description down below. So without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So the first thing that I got from the thrift store was this 1994 X-Files t-shirt. So for those who don't know, the X-Files was just like freaky sci-fi detective TV show back on in the 90s. It was basically like Goosebumps with aliens for adults. That's the general backdrop into the X-Files, but more on the shirt. Front of the shirt, black, clean, low-key X-Files branding. Can't complain. That's not it, bro. That's not it. Nah, not by a long shot. This is the back of the t-shirt. It looks like one of them old school WWF shirts, not like the one with the panda in it. Like, I'm talking about the real wrestling back in the 90s. Absolutely love this t-shirt. The X-Files was my jam back in the 90s. Staying up to 9:30 at night at the age of 10 just to watch the X-Files. This shirt definitely gives me the member berries. So let me just give you a quick close-up of the shirt. All black on the front. You got the small X-Files logo on the side here. That's all there is to it on the front. And on the back, big massive back print X. This shirt is oozing with 90s nostalgia. Love the fact that I picked it up, and it may or may not appear on my Depop store at Rooks and Rivals soon, because I really do like this shirt. And the next item that we got from the thrift store was just this low-key umbro t-shirt. Again, it's in all black. It's a little bit faded because I think it's old. It must be like early 2000s or mid 2000s or something like that, or someone's just washed it a lot. But yeah, it's just a simple low-key umbro t-shirt. I pick these up every now and then. Umbro is just that old school brand that you remember back in your school days or your teenage years, and now it's coming back as a vintage brand, which it kind of is in its own right, don't get me wrong. But yeah, there's not a lot to talk about with this shirt, so I'm just going to give you the tour. Here is the front of the t-shirt, embroidered umbro logo on the side here, red detailing around the neck, and that's the front. Around the back, you got a print umbro logo on the top of the neck, and of course the detailing continues on the back of the neck as well. Not a lot to say about this umbro top apart from the fact that it's a clean top. Very suitable for winter as a layering tool. Very transferable, can go with a lot of outfits. Sometimes less is more. And the next thing that I got from the thrift store was this Yosemite National Park t-shirt. It's a Gildan tee, but nonetheless it's a really cool shirt. It's probably one of those souvenir shirts that you get. Not a lot to rave about, but just look at the front. Give you a quick close-up of the front there. That does look pretty cool. Again, definitely this is one of those shirts where less is more. I'm not entirely sure if it's officially vintage, but it definitely does have that vintage feel to it, that like old school USA look, academy look if you will, and I can imagine various outfits to go with this t-shirt. And the next item on this list is a Fila or Fila cream polo. Now a couple of months ago I bought a very similar Fila tee, sold it on Depop, so it's just a little bit weird that almost the exact same top replaces the one that I sold. That one was white, this one is cream. Cool story, bro. Again, not much to talk about with this polo. It's just a cream polo, needs a little bit of an iron. Beige details on the collar and an embroidered Fila logo. So let me just show you a closer look of the front of the t-shirt. That's a pretty cool t-shirt. But I will say that Fila as a brand as a whole are doing really good things recently. If you frequent my videos, you will know that I recently picked up the Fila Disruptors. Absolutely love those shoes, by the way. They're so sick. Fila are coming out with a lot of cool stuff. They've just done a collaboration with Gosha that released recently, so hold tight, Fila doing big things out here. And the next thing that I got from the thrift store is this Lacoste polo. Now, every time that I go thrifting, I always come across a Lacoste polo. Me, personally, I don't own any Lacoste polos for my personal wardrobe. Not because I don't like it or anything. It's just that I feel that polos in general aren't necessarily my style. But I must say, once you've seen one Lacoste polo, you've pretty much seen them all. So, to quickly describe this item, I would say that it's a light pastel color, Lacoste logo on the front, official tag on the inside. It's a size 3. I would say that's like a small or medium. Needs an iron, it's gonna get an iron. Here's a quick close-up. Hold tight that crocodile or alligator. It's one of the two. I have to admit, it's a little bit beaten, but when you go to the thrift store, those are just the chances you take. Again, I'm gonna put this on my Depop store, so if you're interested in this item, I'm gonna put it on there at Rooks and Rivals, you don't know. Okay, now that we've got the t-shirts and the polos out the way, we can move on to the more exciting stuff. So every now and then, when I go to the thrift store, I pick up an unusual item or an interesting item where I sit there and I think, this is why I come to these thrift shops, because it is very rare that you find something like what I'm about to show you, like in a modern shop, like Size, Urban Outfitters, or like anywhere like that. So the perfect example of why you should go to the thrift store is for reasons like this Nikko sweater or knitwear sweater. Now, for me personally, this is a super cool sweater. I'm actually debating keeping it. It's golf themed, so you've got 19 on the side here, and ho, or if you count the L, hole, so, you know, it makes sense, 19th hole, not 19th ho. No, otherwise this guy's like on some next thing. But yes, it says 19th hole, and it's got this little character in the middle that kind of looks like Goofy. It might be Goofy, copyright infringement and all that. I just love the old school design of the shirt. You've got the stripes and the sleeves, over the top design on the front. The collars have always got something to say. Sometimes there's stuff in the back, but unfortunately there's nothing on the back here. I suppose it's got to look a little bit clean. So let me just give you a close-up of this absolute gem. So on the front here, you can see the 19 on this side and the hole on this side. I'm trying to give you more of a close-up of this character. Don't know if you can see that. It kind of looks like Goofy or like a human dog type character holding some clubs and walking to the next hole. I mean, bruv, this is sick. And another thing that I love about vintage thrift finds is that everything's a little bit baggy and a little bit oversized. And if you watch my videos, you will know that I'm all about that oversized and baggy fit. And as you can see here, it's quite a big knit sweater, perfect for winter. It's a great alternative to the Christmas jumper. Everyone's walking around with Santa Claus and snowmen on their knitwear shirts. Goofy playing golf. Merry Christmas, innit? And the next item that I got from the thrift store is this Ralph Lauren stripy work shirt. Needs an iron as well. Now, most Ralph Lauren shirts that I come across, I normally keep, simply because these are really nice fitting shirts. This one is a size large, so we're off to a good start. Custom fit, I have no idea what that means. Let me just give you a quick close-up. You have these thin little stripes going all the way down. Have your little pony at the front here. Button, 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 button. Same stripe designs on the back as well. And I find that all of these shirts have this sort of like little crease in the middle. I have no idea what that is. Probably some sort of tailoring trend. This isn't necessarily a shirt that I would wear in the workplace, so this is going to end up on my Depop store as well. It's a cool shirt though. Stunting on your work colleagues. Boss sees you in this shirt. Are you wearing a Ralphie, bruv? Yes, I'm wearing a Ralphie. Yeah, that's sick, bruv. Instant promotion for you, innit? Hold tight the Ralphie. And the next thing that I got from the thrift store was this dark, stripy, barefoot button-down shirt. Button, 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 button. So again, an interesting vintage thrift find. They don't make them like these anymore. It's just one of those vintage casual shirts with the red stripes and the green stripes and the navy and the purple and the red and the green. There's all sorts of stuff going on this shirt, and that is what I love about old vintage clothes. It's just crazy. It's the opposite of clean, but that's what makes it so sick. They just go absolutely mad with their color palettes, and it just makes for an interesting time. So let me just give you a quick close-up of this shirt. So on the front here, you can see all of the funky colors, all the stripes, all the funky patterns going all over the place. This shirt has no idea where it's going, and I applaud it for that. Hold tight at the front, and it's pretty much the same on the back. And on the inside here, it says Barefoot Original, hand-dyed, pure cotton, hand-woven, handmade. Simply vintage quality at its best. And last but not least, this last item was my favorite of the entire thrift haul. It's this Ralph Lauren casual vintage shirt. Now, as you can immediately see, it looks pretty much like a tea towel that you find in your kitchen, but I've always wanted to dress like a tea towel. It says on the inside here it's a size 15, but I don't believe that for a second, yeah. I went into a tailor's once and they told me my size is a size 15 and a half. So I put a size 15 and a half shirt on and I was like, yeah, okay, this is like quite a tight fit, whatever. This is a size 15. I put it on, absolutely massive on me. I could probably fit a hoodie under this. So the inside says it's a size 15, but why are you lying, fam? It says here it's a Yarmouth, 100% cotton. Again, I have no idea what that means. But the one thing that I really like about these vintage polo shirts is the fact that the little pony on the front isn't all one colour. They fully coloured in the little pony. Let me just show you here, look. I don't know if you can tell in this video, but you know, you can see all the different colours in this Ralph Lauren little pony. I just think that's a really nice touch. So let me just give you a quick little close-up This is the front of the shirt. Tea-towel design all the way down. Button, 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 button. Same tea-towel design on the back. It's got a nice heavy feel to it. You know what? I don't care if I lose money. I'm keeping this. It's mine now. And those are all the vintage finds that I have to show you today. Now, I will be putting most of these items on my Depop page. If you don't know what my Depop page is, it's at Rooks and Rivals. And again, I can't recommend thrifting enough. I mean, I know a lot of people that won't step into a charity shop or a thrift store simply because they don't like the idea of second-hand clothes, which is fair enough, each to their own. But I have to contest that simply because I personally believe that all charity shops and all thrift stores have those hidden gems every now and then. I mean, the biggest madness of all is I went into a thrift store one day and copped myself a Ralph Lauren P-wing from a charity shop. Do you know how mad that is? But yeah, if you're into vintage fashion or you want to get into vintage fashion but don't want to spend like loads of money like you possibly would do in a traditional vintage shop, then charity shops and thrift stores and car boot sales, flea markets, you know, all that sort of stuff is a very good place to start. You have to do a little bit of diving. You'd have to put in a little bit of work when you get into these thrift stores. And personally, I find it quite therapeutic. And that was my little love letter to thrift stores. And that is everything for this video today. If you like this video, then you can give it a nice little like. If you want to subscribe and see more of what I do, because I do a lot of fashion-based stuff, lifestyle-based stuff, and style-based stuff, then you can by using a subscribe button that can be located anywhere on this web page here. And that's everything. Bye.